Yeah. No. I'm just, I'm just enjoying my life and just being here at work, you know what I mean? Yeah. Hold on, just in the line, I was just got a call coming through. I just want to read this quickly to get a call in it. Yeah. Oh my God. What has happened? One is called I'm Out. I'm ready for divorce. Listen, I know you're probably thinking to yourself, I'm nowhere even near marriage. Well, the biggest cause of divorce is marriage. You gotta be married to get divorced, to get it. Okay, cool. You know, sometimes you have to have information ready for the future. You know, sometimes it's too late when you're at that place and trying to watch my videos. You're already at the I'm out, I want to divorce it. Let's get these point keys. But if you are there and you're needing some advice, listen, I've got some tips for you. Let me tell you something. Everything I always say, the information I normally get, it's not mine, it's wisdom from God. So I can't take the glory. All the glory be to God. A roof never caves in overnight. Okay, it never caves in overnight. There is always a tile, a loose nut, a loose bolt, a loose tile, loose something on the roof. And then eventually, when that's not maintained, when that is not taken care of, the whole roof can eventually cave in. Your relationship is exactly the same. It was not 1 minute you were great and the next minute that your wife or husband said, I want a divorce. There was something in between that point that led to the roof caving in. Sometimes we don't pay attention to the little things. And you come back from work and not trying to help with the kids, or you're not trying to help your wife do the dishes, or your wife coming in and, you know what, never wanting to give you a back rub, not wanting to even have sex. I'm going to be real to you. There's a lot of little things that people don't do in relationships. But added to that point, there's a lot of things that people don't say that the other person should do. So that person's in the dark. They're just doing what they were doing, thinking that it's okay because they were never told any different. So if you don't tell me, I can't know. So a lot of relationships, the reason why they're at the divorce end is because of this. Pride also gets a lot of people. So for instance, you know, you want to win every battle, every argument. But the truth of the matter is, if you try to win every battle, you will lose the war. I've said in my other video, how to make a successful relationship. There are times when your opinion is right, but not every time do you have to give your opinion. You must become smart and aware that, listen, certain battles don't need to be fought. There are times where you don't need to say anything because it will already get done for you. There are times where, listen, I said to my missus, listen, it's just me being a Christian. I said to her, listen, there's times where I don't say anything to you. I'm just praying. Because I know if I say it, you're going to get pissed off. And there's times where I calm down, boom. Do you get it? So I try to choose my timings wisely in terms of when do I say it, when do I not say it? When do I actually come with it or come with it? Sometimes I don't even say anything at all and I let her come to me. Do you get me? That is what the kind of thing you have to understand, that winning the war doesn't require you to win every battle. Winning the war is simply this, your marriage. You want to win that war, you want to win against the enemy who wants to tear your marriage up. That war you need to win is against yourselves. You have to stop those emotions. Emotions will lie to you. If you haven't heard anything else, just hear that. Emotions will lie to you. Pride, fear, anger, annoyance, envy, jealousy, selfishness. All of those things will lie to you and tell you, listen, you're entitled to how you feel and how you react. One thing is this, you're entitled to how you feel, but not how you react. So if you react in the wrong way, you're not entitled to that. Do you get it? But your emotions will justify the fact that you reacted that way. You got angry, you slapped your girlfriend. You're not entitled to slap your girlfriend. I'm sorry, you're not justified either, but your emotions may tell you you're justified. You're not. Yeah, you went out and cheated on your partner because you felt like she was cheating. You were entitled to feel some pain, but you were not entitled to go out there and cheat, whether she cheated on you or not. You were not entitled to feel that way. So understand, you are entitled to feel that way, but not to actually do the action. And I'll give you a scripture here. Be angry, but sin not, and do not let the anger go down on. Do not let the sun go down on your anger. So the Bible's very clear. You can be angry. It's understandable, but don't sit in it. A reason why people usually get into the place of divorce and breakup is a lack of attention is actually given, and the right type of attention. Okay, your missus says, listen, just like I need you just to I just need you just to take me out. I'm culpable of this, yeah. So I'm telling you stuff that I don't do sometimes. Like, I need you to take me out, and I'm like, bruh, have you not seen how much work I got to do? Bruh, have you not seen my bank account? Bruh, have you not seen that, fam? Right now, it's not the right time. Bruh, I've got mad excuses for everything, but I haven't listened to what she said. She wants to go out at some time. Keyword, some time. More time. When people are asking for something, they're not saying right now. More time, they're saying some time. So I'm looking for a change. So in some time, and some time doesn't mean like in next year, but please can you do it in the next few days, weeks, months, maybe even minutes sometimes. But look at the situation. Some time. A lot of relationships break down because of those particular points. Now, I like to talk about why did it happen, but what is the how? How do we fix this? Well, here's the key points that I have to fix this. These are the kind of things that you're going to need, okay? You're going to need patience, okay? You're going to need tolerance. You're going to need a strong stomach. You're going to need to react not immediately to emotions, but you're going to have to react to the truth. You're going to also have to think through what you feel went wrong on both sides and list it and be honest. So I'm going to list just those things that you need. You need patience, tolerance, strong stomach, not to react on emotion, to think thoroughly through what went wrong and what went right on both sides and list it, and honesty, okay? You need to have those things ready before you can even engage in thinking about how can I repair my situation, which is now at the verge of divorce or separation or breakup. Understand that your problem is not the surface, but really the root. Understand relationship, whatever the person brings you and says, listen, I'm out, I want to divorce, I want to break up. It is not the surface that they bring you, I want to break up, you need to deal with. What you need to deal with is the root cause. You need to backtrack, go all the way back to when this started. So that means you need to be effective in your questioning and asking of, where did we go wrong? Sometimes there's no rectification in terms of the fact that the person won't go back. So what you need to do is post-analysis check and say to yourself, how did this get to this point? Where did I go wrong? And analyze what situations happened that you weren't paying attention to. And if you can't do that, ask the partner, if you've got an ex-partner or an ex-wife or an ex-missus or whatever, or an ex-man, ask them, listen, what went wrong for us? And let them actually explain. Don't interrupt them, don't speak over them, don't try to counteract them. Just let them speak and soak it in. You need to somehow set up a dialogue or a meeting with the person. Now I know it's not going to be easy because some people are going to say they don't want to talk to you. Listen, keep it calm, keep it cool. Like I said, just say that, listen, I want to talk, I want to clear the air, and leave it as that. If they're not going to talk for now, leave them for a little bit. Let them cool down. Maybe they're a little bit angry, maybe they're a little bit fussed, maybe they're a bit angry, maybe they're a bit pissed off, maybe they're a bit hurt. They don't want to talk right now. It's okay. Don't let your emotions ride out. Take time, be patient, come again later. Do you get it? Cool. Understand that the meetings that you have, the dialogues you're going to have, it's going to need more than one day. You're going to need more than one meetup. Please do not think that you're going to rectify every situation in one day. Some of them are, but I'll be honest with you, a lot of them are not. If you're talking about divorce, no, it's not one day, mate. It could take weeks, days, months, okay, of dialogue, of listening, active listening, as somebody will say to you, which is actually you're not listening to reply, but listening to actually take in knowledge. You understand? A bit like how your lecturer will talk to you when you're in a university class. You're taking down notes and listening to what the person has said. This is very important. Understand that this might not come at a click of a button. Please be patient. Cool. At this point in time and conjuncture, I'm going to say this to both parties, if it can be done. Try not to engage in any romantic form or fashion with somebody else. If you are trying to work this out properly, you both need time away from each other, but you need time away from people. You do not need to engage in romantic relationships because they cloud your judgment. They cloud your thinking and they cloud your ability to actually hear what your ex-partner or partner is saying. Okay. Alternatively, too, be very careful of the counsel of people. Get out of my face. Counsel of people who are also around you, advising you at the time. You will know if the information comes from a good place or is bitter. You know already. So it's up to you how you choose to listen to what that person's saying. Make a wise choice, because that individual can make or break your relationship. Or kill it for good, I should say. You understand? So seek wise counsel. If you want a relationship to repair itself, seek wise counsel. I'm out of order. Sorry, my phone line's always tapped. Apologies. Your only objective in these dialogues is to get clarity. I know that you want to get back with a person, but first and foremost, have the objective clarity. What you want to get out of this is all the things that went right and went wrong, or mainly what went wrong, so that you can now begin to say this is not a problem, but now a challenge to rectify. Which leads me to my next point. Change your tongue. The Bible says that life and death exist in the tongue. Change your tongue. Change the way you speak. Okay? It's not a problem, it's a challenge. Do you get it? What she's saying to you is not problems, it's challenges. When you look at it that way, then you look at things that you can actually obstacle to overcome. Do you get what I'm saying? Or if you are going to say problem, you have to say, what's my solution? Do you get it? Look at it from that way. Tongue is very important. During these interactions, and even when you're not talking, if you haven't got to that stage, hold yourself to a higher standard, please. Listen, people in relationships sometimes when they're hurting, say things which can trigger you, okay? And when it triggers you, you have to be smarter, wiser, above your emotions and not react to what they have said or what they've done. You need to keep yourself calm because you need clarity. You need clarity so that you can be able to try and rectify or change the situation to work so that both of you can get back together. But if you react to the emotion, if you react to what she said or he said and react in emotions, you're liable to wreck this relationship even further and say something that you can't take back, or they're going to say something they can't take back. So please hold yourself to a higher standard. When you feel like you're about to burst, say, I've got to hold myself to a high standard, and I know that the person says something which is going to piss me off, but I'm going to hold myself to a high standard. You need to address every single point. This is very important. You need to address every single point he or she brings up as a probable cause for why you've broken up. You need to address every single cause. I'll give you an analogy. You have a pipe that is blocked, so your sink water's not going down. Do you only clean half the sink to let the water go down, or do you clean the whole of the pipes so that it doesn't happen again? You clean the whole pipes, not half the pipes. You get it? Don't do half a job. You do the full job. You look at every single issue she brought up, and you look to rectify and bring a solution to every single one. Even if you can't bring it immediately, you say, listen, this is what we're going to do in a future date to rectify that situation. Do you get it? Open your eyes and shut your mouth. This is very important. A lot of times, like I said, we're listening to reply. I know it's emotionally painful and scarring. I know you want to reply. I know that you have a comeback for what he or she has said, but listen to what they have said. Deep it, hold it. And then when you've come to a place where you actually listen to what they've said, you will start to realize, actually, this person might be saying something. This is what I have to reply with. Take time, calm yourself. Don't reply immediately. Take time, think about what they said. Deep it, analyze it, and then give a response. You get me? Cool. You're accountable for every word that you say. Okay, one last point. You're accountable for every word that you say. Alright? And if you say something which is going to hurt the person, or you say something which you don't even realize is not intentional, the person can use that against you. You see, they say to you, you do not have to say anything because it may harm your defense. There's a reason why they say that. Because every word you're proceeding out of your mouth speaks life or death. So be careful what you say. Don't just say it because you want to say it. Don't just say it because you're pissed off. Don't just say it because you know what, it's a comeback. But realize that every word that you say can finish a relationship or build the bricks to build up your relationship again. The walls of Jerusalem were broken down, but it took men who decided that they wanted to build it. It took time. It took mortar, you know what I'm saying, to build the wall. It takes time. Sometimes these things take time, but you have to have the mindset to want to do it. If you want to get out of a situation of divorce, it's about listening. It's about hearing what the person is saying. And it's about sacrifice. A lot of times the reason why people's relationships break down is because they don't want to sacrifice. They hear what the person is saying, but they don't want to understand it. Because if they understand it, it means they have to change. Another point is this: in order for you to come out of the divorce zone, come out of your comfort zone. The reason why you're in the place of divorce is because you are comforted. Two people becoming one is never easy. But two people who want to stay in their comfort zone will destroy each other. It's all about coming out your comfort zone and sacrificing for one another. That's uncomfortable. If you don't like picking up your socks from the floor, but I tell you to pick up your socks from the floor, it's going to be painful. You don't want to, but your comfort zone is to leave it on the floor. But your uncomfort zone is to now say to yourself, I'm going to pick up the socks. Or do you know what I'm saying? Coming out your comfort zone will help you solve this issue of being in a divorce situation. I'm saying to you, listen, if you want to be a person who comes out of this divorce situation, it's about listening. Set up that dialogue. Be patient. Listen. Be slow to speak, because the Bible says be slow to speak in anger. Be slow. Don't just react. Have a strong stomach for the truth that's coming your way, because you got to hold it. Some of the truths that come your way, it's going to be painful. Some of the truths that come your way, it's going to be hard to stomach, because you're like, is that really me? Is that really what I've done? Is that really what I've said? You sure? And you might be liable to want to react in a certain way, but listen, you need to listen. You need to listen and hear what the person's saying. So listen, guys, don't get mad. Get smart. If you want to recover from that situation, drink slur. Because it will get, no, I'm joking. Just listen. Be an active listener. And then do. Rectify. Bring a solution. Guys, it's been nice. Appreciate you. No Blackbird. Signing out. Hey, before you go, like, share, subscribe to the thing. Don't be selfish. Someone else needs this information. Appreciate you.